Hi there, and welcome to Casting Call Episode 1, Cable. Yesterday Fox announced that they'd found their actor for the role of Cable in Deadpool 2, and potentially future titles such as X-Force. My initial reaction to this, if I'm honest, was dismay. I'd championed actor Stephen Lang for the role. He's best known for his role as Colonel Miles Quaritch in Avatar, Commander Nathaniel Taylor in Terra Nova, and Waldo in Into the Badlands. He very much looks the part, and in Terra Nova he's shown he can convey deeper motivations and evoke empathy while still being the gruff badass. But alas, it was not to be. Other actors have also got some publicity for the role, such as Ron Perlman, another actor who physically fits the bill of Cable, with previous comic book acting experience as a demonic Hellboy. Deadpool's own pick in the post-credit scene was Dolph Lundgren, most popular in 80s action movies, but making a recent comeback in the Expendables series and Arrow on the CW. There was a lot of speculation and publicity after Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman posted this picture with none other than Bond himself, Pierce Brosnan. Once people got a hold of the idea, it was actually a pretty compelling one. Brosnan's Bond days gave him the action chops, and his calm, smooth style is a nice contrast to the erratic Deadpool. Jeffrey Dean Morgan was also touted for the role, and while I can see it, Morgan has had a number of recent famous comic roles such as the Comedian in Zack Snyder's Watchmen, Negan in The Walking Dead, as well as John Winchester in Supernatural. Although, now I think on it, Supernatural is rounding up season 12, with Morgan present mostly in season 1, so maybe not that recent. Morgan also recently portrayed Bruce Wayne's father in Batman vs Superman, which has me praying for him to star as Thomas Wayne's Flashpoint Batman, a film surely on the horizon. Finally, a real wildcard suggestion was actually Mel Gibson, and I'll just leave you to think on that one yourself. So, Josh Brolin was never even mentioned before yesterday, so what swung on the role? Well, Brolin has played a few gangsters and gunslingers, most relevantly as Jonah Hex. That film was a failure both commercially and critically. There was a lot of poor acting by excellent actors and some ludicrous weaponry, but Brolin's Hex was actually a highlight of the film. It also takes us to the biggest complaint people have about the casting. Cable will be yet another comic book role for Brolin. He's been DC's Jonah Hex, Men in Black's Agent K, and over the next few years the major villain of the MCU, Thanos. People have complained that Deadpool could never cross over to the MCU now and Thanos would need recasting. I disagree. Firstly, I think that Thanos' connection will provide an abundance of laughs with the fourth wall breaking Deadpool. Secondly, there is no chance of Fox allowing the addition of Deadpool or any of the X-Men to the MCU. They don't need to financially, and to be honest, I'm personally skeptical of Deadpool in any team-up movies. He will completely steal the show. Last of all, playing multiple characters in separate comic book universes is hardly new. Chris Evans became Marvel's Captain America after playing Fox's Human Torch. Halle Berry played both Catwoman and Storm. Daredevil's Ben Affleck is now Batman, and Deadpool himself, Ryan Reynolds, starred as DC's Green Lantern. We should also mention again Brolin's performance as Agent K. It's very hard not to see Tommy Lee Jones as Agent K, but Brolin does a fantastic job of challenging that idea. He plays the role in such a way you have no doubts the characters are one and the same, yet he also puts his own stamp in the role, and it's honestly my favourite role of his. Well, apart from 1985 Goonies, of course. I've overcome my initial reaction, and just doing the research on this casting call has given me hope. Josh Brolin might be unexpected, but he certainly has the acting chops, experience and demeanour to make this role his own. But can he add a bit of charm to the fan favourite Cable? Will he look the part? I guess we'll find out when Deadpool hits the cinema sometime next year. Thanks for watching. I've been Sam, and this has been Casting Call.